Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, guys. So before we get to Offset and Cardi B, I did want to take a minute to send a rest in peace to Young Scooter, Atlanta rapper Young Scooter, who passed away over the weekend. Now, there's been some conversations about what happened, what didn't happen, but Atlanta PD actually came out and talked a bit about what from their recollection or investigation so far, what took place. Let's take a listen.
There was a 911 call of dispute with shots fired and a female being dragged back into the residence. When officers arrived, a male initially opened the door, closed the door on the officer's face without communicating. That's when the officers established a perimeter and the two males fled. We were not able to locate a female.
And you said the dispute started in a car, a moving car?
No, outside of the residence.
Outside of the residence, and then a woman was drugged back into the...
That's what was reported. We have not been able to substantiate any of that.
And then when he jumped over the fence with one victim, what wound did he shoot himself?
This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injuries to the leg, which caused the bleeding. In neither one of these cases were officers involved in shooting at all.
Damn.
Yeah, so this was tragic. It was actually his 39th birthday that, he was celebrating over the weekend when he passed away. And when Atlanta police confirmed that he had passed away, people were pretty confused because originally reports came out that he had been allegedly shot by police. And then police quickly came out with this press conference and cleared that up. And you guys heard the backstory. Like, there was an incident with a woman in a home, and it just seems like a tragic chain of events that led in him passing away. So.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace. But like you said, it was so many. At one time, they said it was a trap house. Then they said it was a shooting. With so many misconceptions and so many lies. But it's just sad that the brother lost his life, man.
And who lied about a woman being dragged in the house? They didn't see no woman. What'd they say? They said
no, the police officer said that's the story. From what their investigation, where it's at right now, the story is that there was a woman that was drugged back in the house after there was some gunshots, but they haven't been able to locate the woman or a woman and have a conversation with her yet. So that's still, that's still open for investigation. And I have reached out to Atlanta PD just to kind of see as things develop, because it seems like there's people are still trying to figure out a lot of these questions of what led up to this and why. So
rest in peace, Young Scooter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Now bringing it back here to New York, Cardi B went, I would say it wasn't even live. She went on Twitter Spaces or X Spaces over the weekend, and she was pretty upset about some things that she's claiming Offset has done. Let's take a listen to Cardi and what triggered her to get online about her Valentine's Day.
I really want to tell y'all about this suicidal. I really want to tell y'all so much about this hating because every single time that I find like peace, first of all, the way this man ruined my Valentine's Day, and then like I really want to let y'all know the chastness that he did a couple of days ago. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it today. I'm gonna tell you about his suicidal. I'm gonna say it soon. but I'm gonna let a keep trying me. I'm gonna collect all my evidence, so when I come here, I'm gonna show y'all the type of nigga I breeded with.
Yeah, so that was the first set of audio that started to circulate from her X Spaces. Hey y'all, it's Lauren LaRosa from The Breakfast Club. Sorry to interrupt, but y'all know how I do. So I'm here to talk about Top Dog Law. Y'all hear Top Dog Law all over your radio, and I know by now that if you want top dollar, you should also know this. You gotta call Top Dog Law if it's about your car accident. Don't let these little family lawyers finesse you into a little check. Shouldn't nothing be little this season. Remember, for any serious accident, injury case, Top Dog Law gets you top dollar. So make sure you call today to find out what your car accident, your slip and fall, or your construction accident case could really be worth. And calling Top Dog Law is completely free also. It's free for a consultation. Call Top Dog Law today to see if your case is eligible for compensation with no money down. So make sure y'all go holla at my dogs, no pun intended, over at Top Dog Law. That's Top Dog Law on Instagram and topdoglaw.com. Now, let's get back to The Breakfast Club. And then there was a follow-up audio where she alleges that Offset threatened to kill himself and her. Let's take a listen.
First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was going to take away his life begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me of me and him having sex. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voicemails on my phone. I hit this girl up before, like, yo, I better not find out you in my house. This girl gonna tell me, why you care that I'm in the house? You haven't been there for 3 years. And then this gonna FaceTime me with his girl. You've been harassing me and harassing the men that I've been dealing with for months already. You've been harassing my friends. You sent people to get my friend beat up.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that she's claiming on the audio, very serious accusations, especially because this is the mother of his kids. But you know, it's just kind of crazy to hear what she's been dealing with. And I think right now, a lot of people online are having a conversation of, you know, y'all know Cardi. They always try to say Cardi's crazy because she comes online and she responds to everything and she tells you what's going on. But they're turning it now into a situation of like, this is exactly why people who are victims of some sort of abuse, whether it's mental or physical, don't come on to talk about things, because then y'all come online and bash them. Obviously, she's reached a point where she wants people to know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, if she feels those threats of murder, suicide are valid, she needs to call proper authorities, though, and not go to social media with it.
Yeah.
But had she already?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nothing wrong.
She did.
That's true. But I mean, yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with expressing something like that publicly, especially if you think, you know, those threats are valid.
Yeah, 100%. And we actually, I talked about this on the latest with Lauren LaRosa, the podcast. The first episode drops today, and I went into that. You heard me? I went into that, though. Like, at this point, it's getting to a point where now, if this what she's alleging is true, she's gonna start having to protect herself a lot differently, and that's crazy because that's the father of her children.
I just want them both to be happy. Like they have kids together. They got a co-parent. I hope they get to a space where they can be, co-parent happily together, so their kids will be happy, because their kids see this as well. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I be stressing therapy so much, because if all of this is true, Offset has no idea how to properly process his emotions, because he's clearly in love. He clearly wants his family back, but if he's doing all that, he's doing it because he's hurt. And he don't know how to properly, process what he's going through, I guess.
Yeah.
If he's projecting like that. Because that's clear. What he's doing is clearly not the way to do it if that's what he's doing.
Right. And remember there was that clip from Jason Lee's interview series that he does over with Hollywood Unlocked, where he sat down with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and they previewed a clip where it was like, oh, she said Offset slid in her DMs. And then they played the rest of the clip where it was like, oh, Offset slid because he was trying to, he wanted to work
have
with
a conversation with her.
Yeah, he was trying to get right. He was trying to get help, to Jess's point. Like,
yeah.
And then he posted the DMs just to show, like, this is why I slid. So maybe he is trying to, had those conversations, Charlotte.
And that's the other thing, too. If he is reaching out to somebody for help, he shouldn't be put on blast for that.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
That was horrible. If he was reaching out for help and they made it seem like he was trying to holler.
Yo, it went crazy when they thought he was trying to holler.
Well, of course, because, that's the whole clickbait of it all. But even still, as a doctor, I didn't even know you could do that. You could, release that type of information. Oh, such and such reached out to me to have a conversation or for professional help. I thought it was, things in place, protocol and policy in place where you can't even, disclose information like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, Envy, we wish the best for both of them, because mentally and emotionally, they are not right for each other.
They're not on the same page.
No.
So much there has been done. So much has been done. It's probably, I don't know, it'll take a long time. Like Envy said, you hope they can get to that place. It'll take a long time, but so much have been done, and just accusations just going crazy. But I do want to point out that new wig you got sitting on your head, Lauren. It's nice.
Hold on. Let me look.
Yes.
What's that one's name?
I haven't named her yet. I'm trying to get a vibe for her, but
that's not mahogany. That's longer, fuller.
That's like bourbon.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Why can't I see Lauren? I can see Jess.
That's like bourbon. You don't see her?
He can't see it because
bourbon.
God is good this morning, and we
I
don't
see
need no
now.
hateration in the dancery. So stay right over there, you little milk dud face.
I see now.
Exactly where you at, okay?
I see now. It's too far away though. I can't see. Jess is right up on me. I can see all your bundles.
All right, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up. We gotta get out of here.
That is the latest with Lauren. Now
it looked like you should have wrapped that up last night. Because it ain't sitting right from what I can see.
You are
Definitely
such
over here.
It is
All
sitting,
right.
baby. She is sitting. She is here. She has arrived.
That ain't no she. She identifies as a she. But that,
Trans Visibility Day. Okay, let her rock.
Charlamagne should have been a hairstylist, I tell you. All right, when
you
we
said
come
your
back,
lace front is visible today. What did you say?
Can we get out of here and
What did you
be
say?
wrap it
front
up?
page news when we
Wrap
come
it
back.
up.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.